Ready, go.
Hey guys, I'm going to introduce you to Contractor X. Hey guys, John Fitzen. I got something that's really fucking cool. Good friend of mine that's coming in with us, and we're calling him Contractor X. This guy's done it all. This guy can, you guys can email us, ask us questions. He'll tell you what the guys use in Afghanistan, Iraq. He's worked for. Well, I'm going to introduce him, Contractor X. He's going to tell you some of the stuff that he can tell you. So, hey, buddy.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Tell us about yourself, bud.
Been a contractor, sanctioned and unsanctioned, for over 30 years. Been to Gulf of Aden on anti-piracy maritime work. Also done in work in Afghanistan, Iraq, Africa, Russia, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Lebanon, Egypt, and other places.
What about places you work for? Can you say anything? Places you work for?
The usual PMC, private military companies, the typical ones, and I've worked on the WPPS contracts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. I've known you for, what, God, probably about 5 years.
At least.
Yeah, maybe even longer.
Maybe 10 years. Maybe
yeah.
10 years, yeah.
And I actually met him in one of my shows, and God, we did some bonding. We touched barrels.
Yeah.
And everything. But the reason why he's wearing what he's wearing, I mean, the guy's done everything, and it's better that's this. But he's part of us now. He's gonna be doing some stuff with us, training and all that. We're gonna be doing gun stuff, knife stuff. And you guys can actually call us up. You get a group of guys. You're going to learn from one of the top guys in the nation. And this guy, don't question what he's done. I know it. I've seen it. He has video. And I know in other guys, the realms I run in, the guys that know him, I mean, we're pretty connected with. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, the air gets pretty thin up there. We know who the real deal people are.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we're going to be talking about some stuff, too, that, well, for instance, like, one of the things guys always ask me, they go, John, you got all this shit on your gun. You got lasers on it. You got EOTechs on there. You know, you got too much shit on your gun. What do these guys really run with when they're in the mission? It's what the mission is what you're going to carry. But tell these guys, tell them what, you know, kind of what's heads up.
Well, the bottom line is the mission drives the gear, no matter what. And on top of that, we try to think that speed is fast or light is fast and speed is survival. That's the key thing. So you want to go as light as possible, as minimalistic as possible, and you don't want all the crap hanging off your gun because it always gets caught up. Mr. Murphy always shows up. And it gets caught up, whether it's a helo, whether it's a car, whether it's a structure, doesn't matter. It always gets caught up. So you want to go as light as possible.
But they do use lasers. They do use all
certain applications, fog, low light, low light, inclement weather. If we're going to be laying down some smoke as a diversion, absolutely.
Handguns. What are you guys using handguns?
As far as types, calibers?
Types,
well,
calibers.
Glock, they go bang every time you pull the trigger. They're great unless you leave them out in the...
Here and there.
Yeah, you have the Glock right there.
Yeah, G19, a little bit of fun, but as long as you don't leave them out in the heat because they melt like Tupperware on the hood of cars.
And, but they use 1911s.
They use 1911, sure.
Yeah, they use, you name it, and what, say again, is what you're going to be doing, you know, you're going into a building to take out guys. Laser's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't really see Kimbers in the field. I really don't.
Yeah.
Just to dispel that, Yeah. 1911s.
What type of 1911s?
Colts, Springfield Armory.
Yeah.
Some of them are tricked out, some not. As long as they go bang every time I pull the trigger, that's all that matters. I don't have any problem with an 8-round capacity, one in the pipe, or 10 in one. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Like people make it. It's a problem to a non-existent, or it's a solution to a non-existent problem. It's not a problem.
Yeah, and let's see, what else? Now, and another thing I've had people ask, contractors, do they buy their own stuff?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes we do. Sometimes it's supplied by for the contractor that's hiring us, and sometimes it's not good enough, and we're allowed to bring our own. I've done both, and I bring my own gear all the time.
But they will supply what you want.
Absolutely,
Say, yeah.
absolutely.
When I almost went back there, and they said, "John, what do you want?" It really surprised the hell out of me. I was down there going, "Really? Oh, okay." But yeah.
It varies. Some companies have good kit, some companies have shit kit. It just varies, and it's where you bring your own, and you have to, you know, sometimes I had my own red dot sight when I was in Afghanistan. The contractor didn't supply it, but it was fine. So you bring a Comp M4, whatever you want to bring.
Yep. Well, that's a little bit. What else you want to say to the, or you're going to see a lot of Contractor X.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to really working with you guys and teaching you pragmatic, real deal stuff that really works, not the fancy bullshit that doesn't work. The real practical application, how to eliminate the threat, whatever the threat is, and put the threat down. That's the bottom line.
And you know, a lot of my style, it's just fast, get it done. That's it.
Yep.
I'm not looking. Yeah.
Strike fast, strike hard.
Yeah, exactly. So Contractor X, you know, I'm more into the big buoys. Contractor X is into the big buoys, big knives. He does everything. That's the small knives. Contractor X. He can move. He can move. I've watched you. I watched you in the hotel.
Don't tell them I can move. I'm supposed to be.
But it's going to be really interesting, the stuff that he's going to show you. And, you know, there's going to be some things that we agree with.
Yep.
And I'm always right. So, moody. If he doesn't eat, he's moody.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, my glycemic index drops down, and I just kind of go through like a self-induced food coma problem.
Yeah, so I got Rick, now I got Contractor X. You know, God, what do you think of Rick?
I dig him. I dig him.
Rick is a character.
Yeah, he's a tool to use for the toolbox.
Yeah, there you go.
Rick's a tool.
Yeah, Rick's a great
You got a great crew. I'm looking forward to working with you guys and sharing what I know, empty my cup, and we'll go from there.
Well, next thing we're going to show you guys is going to be one of the holsters that Contractor X uses, and yeah, it's going to be next. But stay tuned for viewer emails, and glad to have you on board,
Good to
buddy.
be on board, Chief.
Cool. Hey guys, viewer emails here. Hey, they asked where we had the blacksmith. What did they say now? What was
They
it?
said, how do you get into blacksmithing?
Oh, okay. So Charlie's really into it. It's funny. Most knife makers, they get into it and then they kind of fall away from it. I was into it when we first opened this up, and then I started realizing there's things you can do with heat treating versus blacksmithing, you know, hammering steel. What you want is the molecules tight, and cryoing, different things will do the same thing. So instead of sit there and pounding metal, but Charlie's at that point. He used to come into me a long time ago wanting to know things, and we taught him a lot of stuff. It was my old partner that was in with me, and Charlie basically started out from coming in here, and he's actually turned out to be a good blacksmith. But he's into that now. But you're going to see he'll kind of change, and yeah, it's funny how guys do that. But anyway, so
We have to go down to a shop someday.
Yeah, we will. And he still likes pounding metal, and we can't do it here because of CNC machines. So, you know, it throws them out.
By the way, that was from Gunfighter Wine Snob.
That's cool. Cool.
I had to put that.
That's cool.
And then somebody asked, Super Guar asked, do you make knives for people in Norway?
You know what? I send them all over the world. I've sent a bunch to Norway, England, Germany, God, even China, you know. So, yeah, what you need to do is just kind of look at your, you know, what you can have in. A lot of guys can't have double-edged knives. Like some of the rhinos we're doing, we're not putting even a false edge on a back cut. And it's just going to be flat. So there's just no ifs, ands, buts. There's not going to be problems. So yeah, so you guys, anybody, and call me up and say, John, this is what I want, but check your knife laws in your country and everything. So yeah. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.